Hi guys, how are you? Hi everybody, how are you today? Time to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Kyle and Kathy and Paris Hilton and how they just don't get along. I mean, it's that time again, people. Every 3 months, that family falls out. And then we're going to review not last night because I didn't come on yesterday, the last episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And but before I get into all that, guess what, guys? I have a new sponsor. I got a good sponsor, a new one. Um, the name of this company is called Toodaloo. And listen, I'm not bluffing here. This trail mix tastes so good. You guys know I usually don't ride hard like this, but this tastes so good. So let me go ahead and play you today's video. Is sponsored by Toodaloo. Video is sponsored by Toodaloo. For me, it's all I don't know what happened. Let's try it again. Video is sponsored by Toodaloo. For me, it's always important to have a healthy snack on hand wherever I go, especially something that tastes great and has functional ingredients that benefit me and the planet. Toodaloo is a delicious trail mix that is ridiculously delicious. I can eat their flavorful mixes all day. Every order of their delicious 4 flavors has ingredients that pack so much flavor and taste like treats. The savory flavors have so many different flavor combos and magic herbs like lion's mane and turmeric. The sweeter of the 2 flavors are so yummy, it's almost like eating a sweet treat. Toodaloo has a flavor for whatever mood you're in. My favorite is turning heads. I love the chocolatey, crispy nut clusters that satisfy my sweet tooth and support skin health. Their other flavors include smoke show barbecue, spicy hot to trot, and slow your roll maple brittle. Also, Toodaloo is non GMO, gluten free, plant based, packed with organic fruits with no processed sugars, and is carbon conscious. If you don't enjoy Toodaloo's yummy trail mix flavors, they will refund you. So go to my link at toodaloo.com/Sherelle and use my code Sherelle to get $5 off your first order. Don't forget, each tasty flavor benefits your body in a different way. So choose your favorite flavor and benefit from skin health, digestion, focus, or relaxation. Okay, so Andrea, listen, that's really good, that Toodaloo. So I'll send you samples. They sent me a whole bunch. I'll give you some if you want some. That's the best thing about having sponsors is they always give you free amount of the product that you're doing the video about. So I've got a lot of sponsor stuff in the back, a lot. And this one's really good. All right, you guys. I don't know where Perry is, what's going on, what he's doing. Uh he wanted to be on this video today, but maybe he changed his mind. That doesn't stop the show. Okay. We got to talk about what we got to talk about. Do you guys remember I told you it feels like every 3 months the Hiltons slash Umansky, that's what Kyle's last name is. This family is forever falling out. They're always falling out. And can I say I blame them? It's Kyle. She's terrible, people. She's terrible. I'm not gonna be mean to Kyle today. I'm really not. But it is what it is. She didn't get the nickname Vile Kyle for no reason. There we go. She got the nickname Vile Kyle because she's terrible, people. She's terrible. Okay, so she must be on the outs back again with Kathy. Now we know that they were on the outs earlier, probably like a month ago, maybe 2 months now, because Kathy felt like that Kyle didn't take up for her allegedly after she said the N word. Uh, I don't listen, Kathy. How do you want someone to take it up for you for that? Now, I'm usually understand the other opposing side of Kyle because I'm not feeling Kathy Hilton either. Okay, you said the N word. I'm done with you. I used to like her, but we're done. But how? Kyle's not going to stand up for you if you say the N word, if you say boo, because that's the kind of person she is. Okay, she is. How would I describe Kyle? Spineless. Just stand up for herself, okay? When she wants to be the queen of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she has Lisa Rinna do her dirty work. That remember the year they went after LVP? Kyle was too spineless to go after her own title if she wanted to be the queen, which you are not. Like, no, you are terrible, terrible, terrible. So I see why they're falling out with you every couple months. Remember, okay, I don't know what's going on. Thank you, Andrea. Perry, I'll drop there he is. What's going on with Perry people? Hold on. Perry,
What's up?
what are you doing?
What's going on? Hi,
how,
everybody, and
how are
thanks
you
for all
feeling?
the best wishes. Like, well, better. And I just want to thank everybody for all the get well soon wishes and stuff like that. Appreciate it.
I don't think you're better. I think you shouldn't have went on today, but let's just get it over with. And I'm glad you're back and get heading to recovery. Listen, oh
Okay.
no. Perry, no. Listen, the flu these days is not what it used to be. I used to get the flu and be better in a day or two, but this is
Mhm.
like lingering. It's really
Right.
bad. So, uh, we know you'll get to bed right after this. You shouldn't
Yep.
really be up here. But so I was talking about what's going on with this family again, the Hiltons and Umanskis. At the end of the day, they don't like Kyle. Kim doesn't like her. Kathy doesn't like her, even though they share the same blood. They don't like each other. Have you ever fallen out so much, Perry, with anybody in your family?
I mean, to
They
that
are.
level.
Have you fallen out so bad with someone in your family? Like they're on a schedule. Every 3 months, they fall back. They fall out.
Damn. Yeah. That's a little wild.
It's crazy. Okay, so the last time they fell out is because allegedly Kyle didn't stand up for Kathy when she said the N word. How do you expect me to stand up for you after that? Child, no, I'm distancing myself. That's the only time I understand why Kyle is the way she is. But now she must have did something else. Paris Hilton was on her Twitter yesterday, and someone asked her who her favorite housewives were. She said Garcelle, Sutton, Crystal, and her mother.
Oh my.
Is that intentional shade? She didn't mention Auntie. She didn't mention her aunt. Aunt
Yeah.
Kyle, who got them on the show, supposedly.
But you know what though? I think that's a sign for me. If she don't mention her, you can like her. Hell, I don't even like Kyle. Okay, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know why anybody truly like her.
Oh,
I
Perry,
mean, she's
stop.
like a fly on the wall or a rusted pan hidden in the cabinet. Nobody looks for it. Nobody needs it. You know
She's
what I mean?
what? What is a rusty pan?
Yeah, and like you had one when you first moved in, but it got rusty, and you meant to throw it away, but you pushed it in the back of the cabinet. You're not looking for it to use it. You ain't looking for it to throw it away.
Perry,
That's
that's
Kyle to me.
the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. No, where did you get? She's like a rusty pan in the back of your cabinet. Okay.
Right?
Um.
I mean, shit. They once had a reason for being around, like the pan,
Uh.
and then it slowly faded away. I mean, and they obviously had problems. And I wonder if all their problems didn't come from money. See,
For
greed will
money?
bring money. Greed
What?
creates all kind of competition.
Oh, you mean she's so busy competing with Kathy? That's what you're saying.
Right. But yeah, and then as
But well, no, 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 no. That theory doesn't hold water because she's
what?
mean to Kim too. Kim doesn't like Kathy either. I mean,
Okay,
doesn't
well,
like
see,
Kyle either.
okay. But if money can be a problem, fame can be a problem. Cal could have a problem with what's her sister name? The other
Kathy
one,
and Kim.
Kim, right?
Hmm.
Because for whatever reason, it could be because maybe she felt like Kim was getting too much fame, right?
Oh my God!
I'm
So
not
you're telling
sure.
me that it's not a joke? It's not in our head. Kyle is a real nut job.
Right. I mean, think about it, right? I mean, like, just look at her role on the show.
Uh-huh.
She don't bring anything to it, but she's already always in everybody else shit criticizing things. She don't criticize Kathy
Uh-huh.
behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Think
Yeah.
about this. And then she probably doing the same thing to Kim, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, oh, not me, I'm Kyle. The boring one. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, that's probably why they can't get along. And if you was Paris,
Mhm.
if you seen your aunt treat your mama a certain way,
Yep.
see, Kathy might have to pretend like she like her.
Mm-hmm.
Paris know damn well she ain't got to pretend like nothing.
Yeah. So well, let me read these super chats really quick. Dora says, "Welcome back, Perry. So glad your messy self is back. He is so messy. I
Thanks,
mean,
Dora.
Rusty Pan. I don't know where he got that." Jill says, "Seeing how the Fox Force criminals see how cozy Kathy is with Garcelle and Sutton, especially on Wednesday's episode. The more I think they made up this Kathy rumor. Now I go back and forth, Perry." We've heard. So listen, the reason there's a lot to say here. The reason I know Kyle said that. The reason I know that Paris is had intentionally said that and intentionally left Kyle's name off the list because she says Garcelle is one of her favorite. Now, have we forgotten? Kyle doesn't. I mean, Paris doesn't like black people. She doesn't. Remember this? Let me see. I had this. Do you remember this?
I mean, obviously she like blacks too. Like,
Remember when she said
yeah,
that?
no. I'm saying,
She doesn't like black
okay,
people. So how could Garcelle possibly be your favorite? I think this was an intentional
okay.
shade that
Look,
you.
look, look. I mean, this is what I'm gonna think about this, right? She used that word, and I'll say, yeah, it wasn't good to use, right? And it could become because she don't like blacks, right?
Mhm.
But she probably, in some cases, a racist person can hate somebody more than they hate blacks. Like maybe Cal is on that list. Do you understand? Like,
Perry, stop. Perry, you're. Oh my god.
okay. For real, say I was a
You said
racist
she hates
activist,
Kyle more
right?
than she hates black people. That's
Right. No, think about it.
ridiculous.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm
Perry,
just
stop
saying,
talking.
I
Stop.
cannot tell you
That
what
is so
level a type, huh?
ridiculous.
She didn't mention it. So, she did not mention
What
her
is
ass.
wrong with you? You're the way that you think is so.
Okay, right. So you said she mentioned Garcelle, right?
She said Garcelle was one of
Right,
her
no, think about
favorite.
it. Say if I was racist and I was white or whatever, and say, well, I don't really like Garcelle because I'm racist, but I like that bitch more than I like Kyle. Do you
Perry,
know what I'm
stop
saying?
talking. Stop. That is so ridiculous, Perry.
Okay. Let me ask you this though, for real.
Maybe okay. Look, is there a
Let's just talk about
possibility?
let's talk about race for example, right? Just because you racist, does it mean you can't hate somebody in your own race?
That's
And
your sister, Perry. Oh my God, Perry,
no, I
stop,
mean we
Perry.
take race out of it now at this point. You don't have to like your aunt. Some people can't stand their sister.
Or is it
Bro,
this? Is it this? Is it that maybe Kathy used that word just as a derogatory statement? You might call somebody a name, but that doesn't mean you hate the whole race. Could it be
right.
that?
See, I mean, I don't want to have that debate today like that, but
Hmm.
I would agree with this that people use it or say it. Wasn't a good choice of words,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
people can say a lot of things. It's their actions for me,
yeah.
right? You got to show me more action, but I don't want to. I'm just telling you, as far as this situation, you know what? It's almost like
She
say,
hates Kyle more than she hates black people. That is so
let's say for
ridiculous,
example,
Perry.
like this, right? Okay, just I'm throwing it. Say if Kyle was racist
Uh-huh.
and her
No,
her
Kathy. You meant Kathy.
no, well, okay, Kathy.
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking
Just
about
remember,
Paris.
she hates black people more than she hates Kyle. No, she hates Kyle more than she hates black people. That's so ridiculous. That
Well,
cracks me
no,
up.
I'm just saying this, right? But Kathy probably rather, okay, if she was racist, probably rather have Thanksgiving dinner at Garcelle's house than to even ride past Kyle's house. You got to
Let's
understand,
not talking about.
in life, you can hate more than one thing. You can hate a lot of shit.
Stop. So you're saying she's an equal opportunity hater?
Right. I mean, you ain't got to agree with her hate, but at the same time, I can hate my neighbor, and then I can hate the guy at the grocery store. I can hate the guy who just rolled past me. I'm saying you can hate a lot of things at one time.
Perry, stop. I don't know why that cracks me up. No, I've heard this is because it's ridiculous. Wait, Perry, stop. Just your theories are out there. I don't know what you're talking about. But let's talk. So this is how I'm going to do the review today. I'm not going to go scene by scene. I don't have time for that. I'm going to go each girl. And let's start with Kathy, the funny racist. Or I don't even know if maybe she just said a bad thing, and maybe because she does make me laugh. She makes me laugh. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, because she owns something.
Perry, stop. You keep thinking that Kathy Hilton's on drugs. Stop saying that.
No, well, no, I didn't say that. I just said she's on something. She could be on high C, vegetable oil. I'm just saying she could be on any damn thing. Something ain't right now. Either she is under the influence or something,
Perry,
or,
stop.
or either terribly. I mean, they had a whole conversation. And she said,
She's putting on.
What about toothless?
Yeah, that's what she said. This is what she said. She said, so they were talking about Dorit's charity, and Kathy got a little confused by the name. That's a terrible name. What is it called? I can't remember the name of it. And Kathy says, I have worked with the homeless and I have worked with the toothless.
Yeah, I think, what is it, like toothless and not homeless?
Yeah, toothless not homeless. That's the name of the charity. Yeah. And Kathy just says the oddest things. She is kind of funny. She's kind of funny. I'm the only one that likes her. When Kathy said she worked with the toothless, was that with PK? Oh, no. PK got his teeth done this time.
Yeah.
And it's a good job because it was pretty bad. I didn't know PK's teeth was that bad. And at one point, PK was worth $50 million when he lived back in. Mm-hmm. And you didn't get your teeth fixed?
I mean, that boy opened his mouth like it was lemon sitting there. You see that shit? Huh?
I don't want to talk about PK.
He went from bright yellow to bright white.
Yeah, he does look better. PK, Dorita's trying to clean him up. He was this fat, crooked mouth, crooked teeth guy. Mm-hmm. He slimmed down. Have you noticed he lost some weight? He's not roly-poly anymore.
Yeah, ever since I called him fat. He slimmed up, though. I'm proud of him.
Let's not talk about PK, just though he can't handle it. We'll say this. PK, you're looking better these days. You've come from a roly-poly, crooked teeth bastard.
I mean, he better watch out for his wife, the way she was dropping it on the dance floor.
Wasn't it ridiculous at that party? So let's move on. So we talked about Kathy. Kathy really didn't do much in this episode, but cling to Garcelle, eat crackers, and still say crazy things like, I've worked with the homeless and I've worked with the toothless.
Almost like she'll show up on set and just sit there right at the table with everybody, listen to the conversation. But she never get into her shit now. See, that's smart. She never get into her stuff.
She's smart. She does not talk about her dirt.
The medication or whatever, have a doze off. So she'll remember you talking about toothless and not homeless. And she'll wake up 30 minutes later. Oh, yeah. And by the way, toothless and not homeless. Like, where the hell have you been?
I don't believe Kathy's on anything. I think Kathy is putting on for the cameras. Okay. She's putting on. There's a whole nother side to Kathy
the only
that we
person
don't
she's
know.
Making happy then is you.
Wait, what?
Well, then the only person she's making happy I mean, it's
No,
useless
I
for
said she
me.
was funny. She could be funny at times. That's all I
Yeah, I
said.
know, but she needs to get her ass off the show. I need some drama. I need her to speak up and give her opinion about
She's
something.
not gonna. She's not because Kathy is a
But then
pro
she
at
need to
this.
go.
Okay,
She need to
she's
go.
acting like she doesn't know what's going on. Throw a few jokes out there, but really, she cannot stand her sister. She just can't.
Yeah.
And maybe she's aware that Kyle wants to be Kathy one day. Kyle wants to be Kathy one day. Kyle is so insecure, so jealous hearted. She's the worst. She's the
And
worst.
then Paris might not like Kyle because Kyle probably jealous of Paris.
Kyle Perry,
No, I'm telling you.
you think Kyle is jealous of her own niece?
Okay, it happens. If she's jealous of her own sister,
Oh my God, I
why can't she
can't.
be jealous of her niece? Because I'm telling you, she ain't nothing but a fame hoe.
A fame hoe?
Yeah.
I can't. Let me move on. Thank you, Donna, for the super chat. Perry's out of his mind. But in the meantime, we're just gonna call Kyle Rusty Pan, okay? Because
Okay.
she is a rusty pan that you put in the back of your cabinets. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Let's talk about Sutton, who's my favorite on the show. She's my uh favorite. She was upset this episode because Erika called her. What did she call her? Oh my God, did I write it? A liability.
All right. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's mad because Erika really wants to, if you ask me, break up Garcelle and Sutton's relationship by trying to act like something's wrong with Sutton. No, girl. And Garcelle's not falling for it this week. We'll talk about Garcelle in a moment. But Erika's jealous of Sutton. She is. Think about it. Sutton has everything that Erika used to have. And she's paranoid of her. She's scared of her because she knows that if Sutton found out something really bad about Erika, she'll turn her in. She would,
Uh-huh.
even though she said so at the dinner table. She dropped the bombshell that her that an attorney had contacted Sutton to because she thinks that Sutton knows something about Erika's case. Do you believe that Sutton didn't talk to the attorney?
No, no. No. I believe what Sutton said. She somebody approached her. She had somebody else reach out because she didn't want to get caught up into no
So you think she
bullshit.
never talked to the attorney?
Uh-uh.
I mean, I don't. Why
I
wouldn't
mean,
you talk?
she had somebody respond back for her. She said, "Okay, it's almost like when you go to the police station, they start interrogating you.
Uh-huh.
You can stand there by yourself, or you can request to have an
Got you.
attorney." Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and she said she didn't know anything. I believe her. If she would have known it, she would have told it. I
Mm-hmm.
think. And
Well, she told you.
Erika
Yeah.
was paranoid of Sutton saying something about her case. I just feel that way. Do you feel that? Because she might say, I seen her buy this, and she claims she didn't have any money, but she spent $5 million over here,
Right.
gave it
Right.
to
Right.
Lisa Renna. She'll do stuff
Uh-huh.
like that.
Yeah. And
I
then she know
totally
those
agree.
other clinger owners ain't gonna say a damn thing.
Who's the Klinger honors?
Renner, Cal, and Dorit.
Well, look, you heard the rumor that Erika gave Renna invested $5 million in her company.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know it was just $5 million? I think she paid her off to be her friend. Lisa Renna is hard up for cash. Out of all the cast members, she's the poorest. Well, now Erika is, but she's next to the poorest because Erika got some money stashed, probably buried under the house or something like that. I think that Renna, she gave Renna money to be her friend. That's what I think. Well, not like this. Will you be my friend? But let me help you invest in your company. Oh, you need this? Let me help you get this. Because there has to be a reason for this unwavering loyalty that
It's like
Lisa
paying
Renna
for
has.
security, right? So if she loan you money, then now she got a free security guard on the show.
Yeah,
Renner.
exactly.
That's gonna
That's
have
what
your
we're
back
gonna
at all
call
minutes.
Kyle Rusty Pan, and we're gonna call Lisa Renna the security guard because that's really how she acts. If you say one thing about Erika or Diana, isn't it great that they're giving Diana less and less camera time?
Well, you get to phase her out because she won't be back.
She's not. I believe that rumor. I believe they're going to fire her the nice, polite way.
I mean, but for real though, how much more could she do? I mean, she don't bring nothing. I mean, at first I was like, well, maybe she might be something the first show. I was like, huh. But she don't have anything. I mean, but a tongue problem coming out every 5 minutes out of her mouth.
Why does Diana lick her lips like that? It is so
I have no idea.
ridiculous.
I have no
Do it
idea.
again, Mary. What does she do?
Well,
Just
me and my young boy that I'm renting.
I don't know why she keeps licking her lips. Does she think it's sexy? What girl? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Do you remember when LL Cool J used to lick his lips all the time? I
Oh yeah.
hate lips lickers. I can't stand it. Like,
But I
ew.
mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like a mechanic. Sometimes get so used to turning stuff, he wake up in the middle of the night and just.
You're saying that Diana so used to giving blowjobs that's what
Yeah.
she's so used to giving blowjobs. It's natural to her. She could be in the middle of mid sentence and.
That's what I'm
Going to
thinking.
hell. She's so used to giving blowjobs that it comes in second. All right, let's move on. So I'm proud of Sutton this week for talking about the subpoena because she could have easily said this in private. She was
Yeah,
throwing
right.
shade.
Yeah, no, go ahead. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm proud. I still love Sutton. I'm proud of her. She did a really good job. And I'm also proud of Garcelle. Garcelle came through this week. She stood up to Erika. So we know Garcelle's stand up. She wants to keep it classy. But I loved it when she said, I don't have to make you look bad, Erika. You do that all by yourself, or something
Right.
to that effect. I
Right.
can't remember what she said.
That was it.
Yeah. So kudos to Garcelle for finally standing up. She also said that the reason she's so close to Sutton is they're friends. She wasn't ashamed of it, and she's not going to let anybody come for her friend. And that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to break that up. Lisa Rinna and Erika, for some reason, they don't want Garcelle close to Sutton. Maybe it's because they can't control them. You know how they control Dorit, they control who they're going to pick on this week,
Right.
but they don't have any control between Sutton and Garcelle. And I'm thinking I'm
This the
going
whole
for
deal
them for
too.
the win.
And this is off this topic, right? I'm not even sure if she's gonna cover it. But something is very weird about PK and Cal husband. What's the deal here?
Perry.
Oh no, I'm just seeing if y'all. I mean, because last week we
Why
didn't
do you
cover
keep
it.
trying to talk about PK?
I
What's so
seen it. No,
weird?
I'm saying I seen it last week, but we didn't cover it.
Well, what do you think is
I don't
weird?
know. I don't know what. Well, if you had a choice, who outside your wife, who you think would be the best looking one? It was something to that effect because it was not this last show, but the one before that.
Who outside your wife? Who's the best looking girl?
Or who would you do or something?
Something to this effect. I can't remember what.
Yeah.
But what about that made you uncomfortable?
For one, why is PK always buying Cal husband some shit? Right?
What, Perry? What does that mean? They're friends. They're boys.
Yeah, but they gangbang Erica or something because they be checking her out or something going on. Something. Look, somebody in that group having sex with each other. I mean, outside their damn
You're
house.
saying, look,
I
you're
just gotta
saying
figure
that
out
maybe
what's going
them
on.
two go out at night and pick up women.
No, I mean, and actually, yeah,
Oh my God.
I'm sure that's going on because that's how PK
Perry,
picked up.
what is wrong with
That's
you?
how
The way your
PK
mind
picked up.
works.
That's how PK picked up the read. I think.
Perry, why would you say such a thing? Perry.
No, I don't know. I mean, but sometimes, what you see on TV.
What make you think that they pick up on women? Because they said who's the best looking? I think it was something like that. Chad, do you remember what they said? I think they said who's the best looking outside your wife.
I mean, I think Cal had those babies with Cal husband had the babies with her to keep her at home, so he had more freedom to roam the street. And then that's probably how he met PK.
Perry. Stop. You're now you're like feeding into things. They're just good friends, and men make how jokes about how women look right all the time, or who you would do or something. Well, it's going a bit far. I see your point.
Right.
It's going a bit far. You don't compare the other women that hang out with your wife. I get
Right.
it. You're right. That's
And then right there at the table next to him. I mean, come on, man.
so crazy.
I mean, something just don't. I mean, something is up with them. But it is what it is.
Maybe they go to strip clubs together and they don't tell Dorit. I don't know, but
Hmm.
it is going a little far. But maybe they're just good friends, and that's how they joke around about each other's wives, I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Lisa Rinna. Okay, in this episode, Lisa Rinna was mourning.
Oh, hell
Okay,
no!
Go
Harry,
ahead.
please stop.
Go ahead.
We can't be insensitive, but
No,
for
and I
some
get
reason,
it.
so I'm going to watch my words.
I know. No, you say what you say. I mean, because me, you might not have seen the same show, but go ahead.
This doesn't feel genuine. I
We
feel
seen the same
awful.
show.
I feel bad by saying it. I feel that Lisa Rinna brings up mourning as a deflector. It's
Uh
so
huh.
bad. I'm going to hell. I just don't feel she loved her mom, so she has to be in mourning. But why am I feeling differently?
I get it. I mean, because mourning is a real thing. Her
Yeah.
missing mom, I truly believe she do. But people use stuff for an excuse too.
Yep. Yep.
Because she was high and mighty, all in friends and getting all in people's faces. Some people at the table she don't even know, embarrassing Crystal friends. Oh, there's this and that. But when she
Uh,
realized how bad she looked,
then she's gonna bring up the mourning.
that's when the crying started with no tears.
We're going to hell. Perry, let's be gentle about Lisa Rinna because she is Perry, she's
Yeah,
mourning, but
a
it just
person can mourn and be an asshole at the same time.
so she's a mourning asshole. We're going to hell. We gotta stop. It just doesn't feel genuine.
Hmm.
But like you said, the logical side of my brain says she's in mourning. Her mother just passed.
Right.
But the irrational
But
side of my brain
if
saying
mourning,
you're using this as an excuse
right, if
to be a
mourning was
jerk.
that bad, seriously, I don't care what kind of party you having. If I'm, in that mood, I stay my ass at home. It's
Yeah.
it's not one thing that happened at that party to make her think about her mother. She got embarrassed when she realized that wasn't nobody scared of her trying to be like the group leader, pop up looking like the Joker. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. And then when the thing settled down, everybody looking at you like, you just made a fool of yourself. Oh, I'm just sorry, everybody.
I'm just mourning.
I,
I'm just hurt. I'm just mourning. And most people in mourning, they just don't throw it out there like that. They don't try to talk about it. I don't go around going, I'm in mourning, so I'm an asshole. I'm in mourning. Maybe
uh-huh.
it's the way she presented it. Something's not right.
And then I think the Reek is feeling better these days. I mean, she wasn't having no flashbacks.
She finally got out of that. Yeah. Stop talking about that damn robbery. Thank goodness. But I will say this. So Dorit, let's go move to Dorit. Had no storyline again this week. But
Mhm.
I will say she has the cutest little girl that was trying to give her confidence on
Oh
the
yeah,
skate.
no, yeah, no, that's
The
true.
her little girl is
She really did.
cute. Yeah,
When she
yeah.
was skating and
Uh-huh.
she had to
Mhm.
get
She was showing compassion, like, Dad, you're going to hurt her confidence. And she
uh-huh,
talks
yeah.
so cute. So the best thing about Dorit and PK are their children. They got
Mhm.
really cute children. And that's it. That's the only thing we like about them. Like the rest of it. Mm-mm. Um, let's move on to Crystal.
Hmm.
This storyline is getting too heavy for me. The eating disorder.
Mhm.
She needs help. And I feel like I'm invading her privacy by watching this. I mean, I guess I can appreciate on one hand that she's being honest about it, but she's in the midst of it and she's struggling with it
Mhm.
and she's losing the battle. It's hard to watch. It's like me watching someone shoot up. You
Mhm.
know, like I know addicts exist and it's a hard thing to go through. I can't keep watching Crystal. My heart just can't take it. What do you think about her? And her husband. She has an amazing husband. He was very supportive. I like
Yeah.
Rob.
I mean, for me, like the storyline, I mean, 'cause that stuff do exist.
Mhm.
I guess it helps some people when you can overcome it or give them a positive way. But she's right in the middle trying to learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I think
And
her
it's
husband is fine.
Mhm.
But as far as the show, I
It's heavy.
I know, but I need her to get into the mix. Okay, I'm not telling you forget about your issues. I wish that was dealt with behind closed doors. Like,
Perry, are you saying she needs to step up in the drama department?
right? No, no, no. I'm saying, but I understand it, right? But so I'm just saying, as far as what they bring to the show right now.
Oh, you should ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
Perry,
Well, no,
stop.
I mean, because what I'm really needing is somebody else to help Sudden and Garcelle, and getting those girls' ass.
So, are you saying in a nice way we're not feeling the serious storyline here? Is she should
Right.
have kept it behind closed
I mean,
doors?
no, because that's too serious for me to even try to joke about. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
It's very heavy. She's in the midst of it. No one can help her but her. And
Mhm.
to watch her cry every week over it, it's just getting very heavy and
Yeah.
it's becoming uncomfortable. I don't know what's making me so uncomfortable about it. It's becoming uncomfortable to watch because no one can do anything about it. That's maybe
Right.
why
Right.
it's
Exactly.
uncomfortable. Hmm.
I mean, we can't talk to her and fix it. I mean, because she said it right. It's only something that she could work on herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they
Hmm.
want to put pressure, and all of them want to use it to overlook their storyline or not having a storyline.
And Kyle seems okay. Rusty Pan,
Mhm.
she seems insensitive about it. She uses it to. She talks about it like instead of talking about Mauricio and his weed problem,
Right.
she uses it as a tool. Like I don't like Kyle. Rusty Pan, girl, stop. She's bad.
Yeah.
But it's just too dark, too serious. But I still love the way that Rob holds her down.
Well, no, he should. No, I'm saying that part I do like. It's not nothing bad about that couple right now for me. I'm just
Yeah,
saying that I just don't really like seeing it because it's too serious for
yeah,
me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
wish her the best though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she's really struggling with it. And to be honest, Perry, I don't see it getting any better for a long time. She needs help.
Yeah. I
She
mean,
said that Lisa Renna sent her gave her somebody to talk to. She needs to talk to them immediately.
right. I mean, 'cause sometimes money can't. I mean, certain problems money can't fix. And see, that's why
Mhm,
she got to just find a way herself, or through help or whatever,
mhm.
to make it through it. But yeah.
Yeah, that was really heavy. Who else do we have here? Let's talk about Diana. Keeps throwing subtle shade at Garcelle. Did you catch it when she said that Garcelle was the most guarded and she feels like she needs to work hard for their friendship? Like Garcelle needs to put more effort into trying to be her friend.
I mean,
Do you-
uh, go ahead.
I don't. Di- Nothing interesting about Diana to me.
Right.
I don't
Nothing.
give a damn if she ever talks to Garcelle. I just want her off the show. She's
Hmm.
terrible. I don't know. I don't like her. I don't even care about her storyline with that stupid boy toy of hers.
Hmm.
I really want her off the show immediately.
He wasn't kidnapped, was he? Okay.
Perry, stop. That relationship seems so uncomfortable and
Uh-huh.
so something so weird about it. She's really trying to get him to pump out babies. Why? Why? You have children. Something's not right with that relationship. I'm
She acting
not
like
trying to be mean or throw shade, but
she acting
something.
like a female Art Kelly. You know what I'm
Here
saying?
goes Canelo. Like, Canelo.
I only go put on a better shirt.
What feels uncomfortable about this relationship with Diana and Asher?
You know what? I don't. I'm gonna tell you like this. That relationship was like is. Do I dare say it? Boy toy meets madam. That's what I'm
Why?
gonna. I
She's a
mean,
madam. She can
we
get
know,
all the sex that she wants. Why are you holding this little boy hostage? I'm confused.
baby.
And
He
not
wants
only
to be
that,
held.
she's having children with him at 50.
I know, Sherelle. People have fetishes though.
He's the biggest fetish that she ever had. I'm just gonna say because the way she was talking about having babies with him is so creepy, it's disgusting, and
It's
it's like
creepy.
why
Yuck.
would you want to even put why would you want to put that many babies on somebody? You've already got two adult children. Then you got this child right here who just been born. You had a miscarriage. Slow your behind. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do with their bodies, but Madam needs to slow down. I mean,
Something's
it's
not
like,
right. Mel, do you get the same vibes?
Excuse me. Hello, and
hey
welcome back, Perry.
man.
Hey, Camille, how you
Stay
doing?
here, Perry.
Isn't something about that
thank you.
relationship, Mel, creepy?
You know what? I think that Diana probably was hanging out with her ex, clients too much because I think that was happening. She's sort of taking on their mannerisms, but wanting to be with younger people. And I think that's probably what happened with Diana. She just hung out with her clients too much. That's what happened.
I think she has a fetish for him. For some reason, he doesn't have any money. It just doesn't make sense.
But you know,
None of it.
I don't think she was born with that fetish. I think she was trained to have that kind of fetish, again, from her ex-clients.
Yeah.
Mel, stop. Mel, stop. She's been accused of doing some freaky things, especially with children, running a ring and making them do these crazy stuff.
Maybe when they first met, he told her that he was 17 and she really got excited.
It's so creepy. I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't be watching. I was tempted to call the cops on her last week because something was not right.
Well, how she sat on the steps and looking at him while he playing the piano and singing, and that tongue, like.
You know what? I mean, listen.
Oh my God! I mean, y'all, I feel nasty. I had to take a shower again. I had to take 2 showers after each other looking at that scene.
But maybe we should have called the cops on him. Do we know that she don't got his passport? That's a sign of most of the kind of people in that community. They take the passport and keep them hostage.
You're right. Maybe, Perry, I laughed at you at first, but maybe Asher is being held against his will and throwing out signs for us to help him.
Well, you always do. And I would say this. I think he probably could leave, but that could be the reason for the new baby with him.
He's being held captive, and he's trying to give us signs, and we're overlooking him because we hate Diana.
Right, he's giving us signs through his over exaggerated singing. His performances, in his singing, he's giving us some messages in his songs. So I think that's probably what's happening right there. But you know what? But I want to say this. I'm sorry about this. Garcelle. I actually enjoyed her this week. I will say that I'm happy that she stepped up. And I want to say this too. So Lisa Rinna, because I watched the show off and on for years. Oh yeah, I know it. Lisa Rinna, she is very infamous, but in the past, the past castman, whether it was Kim Richards or it was Yolanda Hadid, when they had these medical issues and addictions, she told them to their face behind their back they were using it as a way to get out of problems.
She did. Remember, she said Yolanda had Munchausen.
Yeah, but Yolanda used it to win every argument with her Munchausen. I mean, she used her disease to win every argument. Now, what is Lisa Rinna doing?
Screaming, yelling, hollering, talking about she's mourning her mother's passing, but yet I hate Sutton and I'm going to continue on dragging her.
She's using her mother's death as an excuse to be a jackass.
To be that word you said. Now, I was going to say this. You can grieve, but that doesn't mean that you have to get up and go to those dinner parties and be the way you are. You can do 2 things separately. You can be a nice person, grieving, and you don't always have to be a person stirring the pot. Especially when you keep telling the ladies, especially Garcelle and Garcelle Sutton and Crystal, that you're their friends. But every time they come to the scene together, you choose the other side. So for me, when it comes to Garcelle, I don't want her to ask those ladies no more. Do you understand me? Are you on my side, Miss Garcelle? They don't understand you. They don't like you. And this is how it's going to be until you leave the show. So if you want to turn up. Because the simple fact is, until Andy come and give you a pink fire notice, whatever, you should be having fun. You should be having a lot of fun with those ladies. Get them together every time you come to a scene. They're not your friend. They're really not your friend. And for us, Crystal, she's not really, very compelling, unfortunately. But that storyline is very deep, and it I don't know what they're going to do with her or whatever, because I'm not sure what else she can do. I mean, I hope she gets well, and she seems like a nice person, but that's all. It's not really much.
That story is very heavy.
The
storyline. I can't keep watching her cry. I can't keep watching her struggle with it because I want to help, but there's nothing I can do to help Crystal.
But
they need to get her off the show and let her deal with what she's dealing with. Go ahead, Camille.
But I'm going to say this. Did y'all not see how Kathy got those 2 together, making them work for her?
She acts like they were the service. Do you have any crackers?
You know what? Kathy went into Crystal and her husband's house and treated them like the lady, honey. that's what they did. She treated them like the lady. Like she said, "What's that woman name? I don't know her name, but she getting my
the woman, yeah,
yeah,
the lady,
the woman
the
getting like
lady.
that overbaked potato and all that caviar. That's what she
Yeah.
treated them like.
I thought she was gonna pull a bell out of her
I
purse.
thought
I'm
so
telling
too
you.
because it was so funny. Like Crystal was just in there crying about her eating disorder. She just came in and gave some comforting words and helping Crystal through her situation. Then the next thing you know, you got crackers. I'm looking at her like, wait, what? Then Rob was like, oh, okay, and so they running through the kitchen like, and she just sitting there just like, oh. You got I throw away over here to get this, and do you want blue
Kathy's
cheese? Do
too
you
much.
want? I'm like Kathy.
Do you guys agree with Perry? Do Kathy hate Kyle more than she hates black people?
Well, I don't know.
Probably.
You know what? That
She
remains
may
to be
love us
seen.
more than Kat. I mean, than Kyle.
Right. But that remains to be seen. But I was gonna say this. It's funny to me how Kyle cannot be friends with her family for more than 2 weeks. So like those her
They
whole
hate
family,
her. They hate her, and I
They
think
do.
she's annoying. Do you think
Yes,
she's
yes.
trying to compete with Kathy?
Yes,
Yes,
I
look
do.
what happened at the thing. I'm sorry, Mel,
No,
but
no,
look
you
what
go.
happened at the Horseface's event. I don't even want to call her by her real
Who
name.
is Horseface?
Lisa Renner, Horseface. She looks like Carly. Well, Carly Rae has become the second horse face because of her lips. But if y'all remember what she did, now you got her and Sutton sitting there talking. Now Kathy wants to ask her, some several things about, I guess family planning and stuff. Like we're gonna go out and do this. What we gonna? Kathy, she's talking. It's very important. Wait, what? I'm sitting here asking you about family things, and you want to bring up drama. Kathy, hold on. It's important.
Kyle, she's just. That's why we call her Vile.
Vile.
Is it? How do I say your name? Say Peppy.
Say Pepper to Sharon.
Hey Sharon.
Hey, how you doing?
What did you want to add to the conversation? Because last week's episode was a mess.
You talking about this past Wednesday?
I'm sorry.
It
Yeah,
was.
this one.
It was good. Perry, I'm glad you're better.
Thank you.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I was glad that Garcelle got
Erika
together. That was the showstopper right there.
She did. And she did it in she didn't call anybody a bitch. She didn't get loud. She just threw it back in her face, and it was very eloquently. That's what I've been wanting her to do the whole time.
She made
Correct.
Erika
And you know
I've
what?
been trying to tell y'all.
I really believe that after seeing this episode, I really believe Kathy did not say the N-word. I think they got mad because Kathy was with Garcelle. And the way that they were laughing and talking, and they really didn't know what they were laughing about, and they thought that they were laughing at them. And I really think that pissed Lisa Rinna off, and also it pissed off Dorito.
I am also getting mixed feelings about Kathy because she does have black friends. They're rich though, but
right.
I have to. When it comes to that word, I just jump on the side. You're guilty until proven innocent.
Me too.
Right.
Me too.
See,
So that's how I look at it.
I take this approach, Sherelle. I have to take this one. I would like Kathy. I would say she's prejudiced. Now we don't know if she said the word or not. It's gonna come out if she said it. If she said it, then we'll just can we hold her? I know a lot of people will say we gotta hold her feet to the fire, even if she said it like 55,000 years ago. It's still, But I'm saying, but can some people learn from their past? Because we have let some people who said it get away with it, and they probably.
Let me let Melon answer that question. Melon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do we give Kathy Hilton a pass since we didn't hear her say it?
Actually, yes. And I say this. They always say you are a reflection of the company you keep. So if Kathy says it, Dorit says it, Erika says it, Sutton says it, all of them have said it one time or another. If she said it and they caught it on camera, then she needs to be held accountable. But I don't feel like she's correct. Yeah, I don't feel like she's doing anything out the norm. I can see Cal and Mauricio slinging the word backwards and forwards simply because Mauricio doesn't see himself as a Hispanic. He sees
Not at
himself
all.
as a white Jew man. So I
Right.
can see that going in their household, like, running water. Um, Rena did so much
Mm, 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 mm.
micro and macroaggressions
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
during that episode. It was ridiculous that
Mhm.
Karen, air quote Karen, calm demeanor and makes try to make you look like you're some type of maniac, like, oh my God, look how she's acting, look how she's speaking, look at how she's carrying herself. And Garcelle once again handled it perfectly
She
because
did.
she
She did.
handled
Sure
it
did.
right
She
back
did.
at her. And you can see the astonishment in her face with,
Yeah.
she was expecting Garcelle to be, confrontational and argumentative.
Uh-huh.
Right.
She doesn't,
But
she met
but
her at the same pace that she was at, and I clap my hands to her for that.
right.
Yeah.
But I
Um,
but I was going to say this to the caller, and I totally agree. I forget about this. I watch so much reality TV. Lisa Rinna, when she was on the Apprentice, that Crazy Man show years ago, when she was frustrated with Nene Leakes and Miss Dionne Warwick, of course, and with Star Jones, she's frustrated with them. She called them the sisters, but she said it in a very derogatory way
there you
because
Mm.
go.
they were getting her together. Now, remember, Star Jones had to get a restraining order against this crazy woman, Lisa Rinna, because she was blowing up her phones all like a crazy person.
Wait,
And she,
whoa. Star
Mhm.
Jones had to
Oh
get a
wow.
restraining order
I
against
I
Lisa
I
Rinna?
did hear
Yes, she
that.
did. She did. She was on one of Watch What Happened Live or something, years ago, and they said, "Well, did you ever become friends with Lisa Rinna?" She said, "No, I got a restraining order against her." She had to get a restraining
So
order
you're
against.
telling me, Mel, that
Mhm.
Lisa Rinna is not putting on for the show. She's truly a horrible human being. Is that what
I
you're
mean, you
saying?
know what? She was that way 2 years ago. Right now, I feel like it's just coming back out. And she didn't wear that shirt with her husband of the
Yeah.
Nazism,
Yeah.
whatever.
For,
She's always
mm-hmm.
been loose with that. I think that on this show, that's so when Garcelle said last year, "Well, you don't want to talk about race." I mean, that wasn't a shock to me to know her history. That she's
Yeah,
a
Mm.
person who does that kind of sly stuff. So
Mm.
right now, she's walking on glass right now because any slip and we can see who she really is. But yeah, when she was on Apprentice, it was just a game, and she had to go to the sisters, say, "Oh, those sisters," and she said in
So
that way.
she's really, truly an asshole. That's
Yes,
I believe
crazy.
so.
listen. I think
If
she
a
is.
person shows you who they are, as Maya
Yeah.
Angelou said the first time, believe them. And if you think about it, who was the person spearheading Kathy said the N word out of
Oh
all of
my
them?
Bernie.
God,
Was Lisa
you're right.
Bernie.
Rinna.
We got to give
Let
Kath. We gotta step back on Kathy.
Yeah,
Lisa
let it
Rinna
be
was
seen.
all in that. She
Yeah,
was
That
if
all
he
in
said
that.
that's
it,
what I'm
then they
talking
will
about. Yeah.
definitely capture it and let her then be held accountable. But Rena is definitely not the person that we need to sit here and say,
And
"Oh, that's the truth."
Mhm.
you
Rena
are
said
That's
it.
so
right.
right. And Lisa Rinna is low enough to mess up somebody's reputation and make everybody think they're racist so she can get whatever she's trying to get.
And
Lisa
One
that's
Rinna
hundred
is the
percent.
worst.
And
She
that's why
One
will.
they're
hundred
saying
percent.
she may not come back next season because of all the mess that she's been
Well,
doing,
yeah,
spearheading the talk about Kathy saying the N word, saying Kathy's racist,
right.
and all the
But
outbursts that she's been
but you know
doing.
what? So I was going to say this is the fun part. We on Miss Sherelle's show. You like the people who get in the know. I mean, I would ask you: have you heard that if Lisa Rinna going to come back, or what have
Well, no, I did a story on it that she's not returning. They're not going to
Right.
Yep,
renew her contract.
and that is
Okay,
In
that's
other
why.
words, they
good.
fire her.
Good, good, good.
Yeah, that's
This is very
why.
good. I love it.
Uh, Perry, what do you
Yeah.
feel about that? What do you think that Lisa Rinna was all involved
No,
in
no, no.
getting the
Check this
word out
out.
that Kathy said the N word?
Check this out, though. It goes with Lisa. It goes with Erica. Because the fastest thing to break up a friendship between a white person and a black person, right,
Yep.
One
Yep.
hundred
Hmm.
percent.
is to
Mm,
bring this up,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
Because
Mhm.
Yep.
even if it's a lie, you making that one person think, well, damn, this person really do this? And they did it
Mm-hmm.
with Sutton and
Oh,
Garcelle
dear,
also.
you're right, Perry. They're trying to break up the friendships. You are
Right.
Yep.
so
Hmm.
right. And to say if Kathy's racist, the first thing a black person is going to do is get upset.
And
That
that's what
Right.
Lisa Rinna
everyone
is
did.
And that's what
dirty.
everybody. You are
Everyone
correct.
ran with the narrative and they said, "Oh, it must be true." And I just like to say one other thing as you guys bring up Sutton, Garcelle, and Erica. Erica is trying her best. I don't know what happened, where she was when she was being raised in Georgia. I don't know if she was picked on or what have you, but she tries to come off as this bully type mentality with this Italian type of bravado in her voice and all this, that, and the third. She tries very much to intimidate. And if you think about it, Sutton was very, very docile with her. Garcelle watched her words for the first year or two. And now they see her for her works and they're calling her at the table. And she is just backing. She's getting the other ones to try to get on board with her because she sees now that she's no longer in control. And with all that's going on with her, she needs to have that cast in control. And right now,
She's
Garcelle
just
and
as
Sutton is not under
destructive.
her thumb.
She's just as destructive as Lisa Rinna.
Absolutely.
Both of them two are
Absolutely.
dangerous.
100%.
Absolutely. And I would say this too. I think that, see, the thing is, it's so hard for me. When you watch these shows, you don't see all the character on the show as totally obnoxious and mean. You rarely. Sometimes they have those aspects, but with Erika Jane, for me, there's no redeeming qualities to her. She just simply, she's annoying. The thing I hate, well, not, excuse me, I don't hate. The thing I don't like about her is the fact that she made choices as a young woman to be with this man who, who was rich or whatever it was. So now that didn't work out, why are you mad at the whole cast? They did not listen. They didn't sue you. Nobody in the cast, they didn't do anything to you. So why are you so? I like the fact that the girl's like, damn, I'm gonna this show with this woman who's angry, and every scene I'm with her, honey, I can't do this crap with you. I'm gonna get your ass together every time I'm on the show with you because this is annoying. This is totally overlaps, and you're gonna bring the angry black woman out herself. Which, listen, the people said that she didn't call her the B word. She could have, and I would have been clapping. I would have been celebrating because that's what she is. Listen, that lady's a hot. She's terrible.
Now I want to ask a question. I'm sorry, Mel, but I want to ask a question. Sherelle, y'all heard this last night. Now, y'all know the main thing that Erika always tell everybody that she don't want you to do is call them a liar. It's called her a liar, right?
Okay.
Right.
So why is the hypocrisy that she can call you a liar, but you can't call her one?
Because she thinks she intimidates.
Yeah.
Right.
But Garcelle wasn't intimidated by it. And
At all.
Garcelle was like, you want to call me a liar, but everything I'm saying is true, and I'm bringing out facts on you. But you can't bring out anything out on me. So what's the difference? And so now we find out that Garcelle will be following her because she's toxic and calling her a liar. So I'm like, you get what you put out. If you don't want people calling you a liar, don't call nobody else one.
And I think And I was gonna say, I think also with these ladies, they have to really realize: do you have self-respect? Because if you keep dealing with Erika, either she's trying to punk you when she's in the scene with you, or just lying straight to your face, and you're sitting there saying nothing is wrong with Erika. Do you have self-respect? You see, I think Sutton and Garcelle have self-respect. They go, I'm not gonna let this woman treat me this way. I'm not gonna buy her lies. But the other girls say, if it's good for the show, I'm gonna get up here and say there's nothing wrong with Erika. We know there's something wrong with that lady. She's
no disrespect.
Hey, Mel, let me tell you this though, and this is what I sort of think too, right? I think Sutton and Garcelle got more self-respect, and then like Erika. And maybe Dorit, because I don't know what Dorit did before she met the guy with the money. That was PK at the time, right?
You mean the man with the no money?
Oh, no. But the draw, right? Is that could be the difference? That like you got people. Garcelle made her own money.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's true.
I think she got it from her husband, but
she took it and expanded on what she got from her husband.
Right. But the other ones is so used to being the paid employee. Should I say like the hired person? They just never have a leadership role.
I mean, if you look at these other ladies, not for nothing, like you said, Garcelle, pretty much, she's had her career. She has a divorce, whatever she got from her husband, what have you. Sutton, she's a privileged white Southern woman. I'm quite sure she was groomed for the husband that she had. The rest of them, if you look at every one of them, no disrespect, come across like gutter trash. I mean, no, and that's why they all have a trauma bond with one another, because they all have the same concept of a thought. You have Erika with Tom. She set her eyes out for an old rich man. Rinna, we already know the history they say about Harry Hamlin. Kyle, she's a divorcee, remarried to Mauricio, and we hear all of the rigmarole with her. They have a common denominator with Garcelle and Sutton. They don't have that same type of friendship or loyalty or thought process that those other. And again, no disrespect, it really comes across as gutter trash. You could be wealthy, you could be very well wealthy, and still carry yourself like trash.
Right.
You are bringing facts today. I like the way that you said that Lisa Rinna was all involved with Kathy Brink saying the N-word. That's gotten her name written all over it. I can't believe it took me this long. I didn't see it myself. But
Sherelle, it's a fake apology out there that Horseface put out there to try to bring it back, saying that she didn't mean to put Kathy's name out there, but she heard, but it's going to come out. So it was a backhanded apology.
Right.
She's apologizing for putting it out there, but yet she's still saying it's perpetuated. But we ain't seen nothing yet.
I was going to say too.
Until I see it, I'm not going to crucify Kathy Hilton until I see it.
That's what I'm hoping too. But I was going to say too, sometimes I like when the girls cross over. I need Bethany Frankel in Beverly Hills a little bit because she calls it like she never brought into Erika. So even though she's a friend of Kyle, I need Bethany Frankel to call Kyle the village idiot, the way she called Dorinda. Because
could you imagine?
Because the simple fact is Kyle sits around. How many times this season has Kyle been asked or talked about something that's right in her face, say, I don't see. I'm like, I'm talking to the TV girl, you the village idiot of the show. Like, come on now.
The worst.
Terrible.
All right, you guys, I got to start wrapping this up because we're coming back 2 more times today. Thank you so much, Melon, for bringing common sense back into my head.
Oh, and can I just say one more thing, Sherelle, really, really quickly? If you look at Kyle and Mauricio, their net worth, Google, is always inflated. They have themselves up there with Kathy and Rick, if not higher. And I'm like, isn't he a realtor? And I'm quite sure they have life insurance policies. That adds to your net worth. Your homes that you own, that adds to your net worth. They're not worth all of this money that they try to proceed.
Kyle
and
wants to be Kathy.
$10,000 Birkin.
Kyle wants to be Kathy. You are so right. She wants to be up there. She wants to be respected. But no one likes you, Kyle. So stop wasting your time.
That's right.
Thank you.
Hallelujah.
I also want to say this before we close out. Now the REIT and PK still trying to inflate their money, is trying to make sure that we don't talk about their situations on any season. So, the more money they try to put out there and say, oh, this is what we worth, but then the more lawsuits come out, then they try to, divert their attention to another storyline. Oh, the REIT just broke her foot. So let's talk about that for the whole season.
But you know what I need? I need a whole series of the people, because the funniest part actually, so Dorit was getting chased around the swimming pool one time with that law.
I remember that.
So now Erika at the plane airport, she was getting chased for the. I like those. Listen, we need a whole series of them getting chased by these lawsuits. I love it. I mean, that is hysterical when they get chased by those lawsuit people.
Josie, but I still have some fans out there. Josie, you better please take a second look. Take a second look. Kyle is the worst, and she's jealous of her sisters.
She sure is. She's jealous.
I gotta wrap this up. Thank you guys. We had a great conversation today.
It was.
You guys gotta call in again. That was a great conversation.
Thank you.
Call me all the time if I can.
All right, guys. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate the call. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Wow. Okay. I cannot believe I didn't realize Lisa Rinna was all behind that Kathy saying the N-word. And I don't believe a word Lisa Rinna says. She is the worst. Really, and unfortunately, I hate that your mom passed away. That's so sad. But girl, stop fake grieving. Stop. Stop using it as an excuse.
I'm with you, right? Like I said, I don't want nobody to take me the wrong way when I say this. That when a parent dies and stuff, I understand that. It's a sad thing. But it's had nothing to do with it. But you get people who just want to keep using it for an excuse. So my words for Rinna is this.
Why the fuck you lying?
Oh, I can't. All right, you guys, listen. Don't forget to click that like button. It does wonders for my video. If I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm always out of time. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do. Next week is Aspen. we've got to watch next week, guys. So me and Perry will do our review the day after if everyone's feeling well. All right, Perry, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.